Hello, 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 everyone. Welcome to Twisted Trash Thursday. That's what it has become. I am VS Speaks Royally. I hope you all are having a wonderful day, evening, morning, depending on where you are in this world. Okay, Pooja is yeah, she's cutting up quite a bit right now. So anyway, I'm just thankful for all that are here, and I hope I have enough trash for you all. But we're going to start out with the usual, the disclaimer, and then some good things in a way, and then we'll get into trash time. So I won't delay you all. All right. So first things first, copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act, 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, teaching, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. And just to give a little timeline cleanse, I saw this picture that I hadn't seen before of Megan, and I figured I would kind of throw that out there before we get into the real crazy stuff. For Squatty Corner, Sis Hilda, 14 months. Thank you. I appreciate your support. Love all that. You have been a wonderful, wonderful individual that I have connected with. Hint, hint, for those that have heard me mention Tuber Chat, I met Hilda through Tuber Chat. All right, so Kaboom. That is the Giving Campaign charity recipient for between May 4th and June 4th. So yesterday at about 12:53, it was $70,762. I took this screenshot at 12:22 today, And let me take the banner down for just a second, and you can see that we're over $71,000 in giving. So it's awesome. Yay! Kudos to all that have been able to give. And as I will say throughout this entire time, if you're not able to give, at least sharing out the link, which is pinned at the top of the chat, it does help. It helps a great deal. And the link is also in the description of this live stream. So I wanted to share those little tidbits. So I saw this article yesterday and wanted to share it from the standpoint of when I saw it, I thought of the prodigal son. So it just says, son of rock icon worth 300 million has already cashed out, blown through his inheritance. So anybody familiar with the Bible story, the prodigal son, who wind up being the most blessed and favored. Okay, so I thought of Harry, and not that Harry's gone through his inheritance, but just the fact of his treatment, because everybody wanted, the prodigal son to be left. Kick him out, get rid of him, don't have anything to do with him. Yeah. So that's what I think of when I see Harry, and he is highly favored and blessed. Okay. So day one of, which was yesterday, of the first trial with regard to phone hacking situation. And let me just say, if you know who I'm speaking of, the initials are PM. He will be in some screenshots in a little bit. He's losing his mind. He's blocking people left and right on the Bird app, which is Twitter, for those that don't know. So yesterday, Harry got a victory where the Daily Mirror or the Mirror apologized and said that they had done something bad, and that it did warrant some compensation, but they're still fighting on anyway. Day two, what I had found, that there's evidence that they're setting out that the evidence will set out that Morgan, the one picture, PM, yes, was direct involvement. And I see through his deposition, he tried his best, or his inquiry, that he tried his best not to directly answer the question or admit that he was wrong. But he is blocked. Everybody is giving him smoke on Twitter, and he is blocking people left and right. So keep up the good work, y'all. So I saw this from Celeb Bitchy, and the Mirror's defense. See, they will apologize on one hand, but then they're going to keep on fighting, right? Is that other royals were leaking info about Prince Harry. Does that mean that you had to print it? And we already know that that is what is really going on and has been, because, Woody Whoop used to tell on them and say the same thing, that the calls were coming from within. Yes. But they're all going to find out. And I just have to use this each day. You effed around, and now you find out. He was not the one to be messed with. You should have left him alone, and his treatment was horrendous. I mean, when I think back on it, we expected the royal family to do something they didn't even do for Harry. They used him as a scapegoat. So, of course, anyone he married was going to be that scapegoat. They just ramped it up even to a higher degree because of who Meghan is, a biracial American divorcee. Yeah. All right, let me hit this little favorite for you all so that you can, we can all get into it. It's your favorite time. Trash time. Trash time. Trash time. So as I mentioned, I saw this on one of the squatties. It didn't have the articles themselves, but just the headlines, and they put them side by side. And it's basically just saying, articles Prince Harry claims are the result of hacking actually came from other royals. So I gather this is how the tabloids are going to get out of it. They're going to throw the royal family under the bus. And are you going to tell us the exact sources that were leaking this? We know of one, and he just got a beautiful little award from his buddy. Hmm. But, buddy, but we'll see that in a little bit. Okay. So as we talked about, there was this video back, what, 2018, and it seems Pierce has had a change of heart about the royal family. So I wonder if his palms were greased a little bit. Just ask him a question, because he did say Meghan's married into a family that, to put it mildly, has a dodgy track record on race. Now he's out there waving the banner for the royal family, and they're just all wonderful people. And he's slammed Meghan in saying that, how dare you just even try to insinuate that they're racist, in so many words. So, yeah. Pierce has a little problem with sticking to one thing. I guess recollections do vary when it comes down to him. But this is where allegedly some of the hate came from, but I believe his palms were greased quite a bit. So, of course, we remember when Harry and Meghan's engagement announcement was released, and here he is, because somebody tweeted back to him his own words, and he blocked them. So she included this screenshot, and I was like, oh yeah, let me save this. So congrats, Meghan and Harry. My friend will make the perfect modern bride. And after this point, for what, 5 years, he's been ranting on and on and on. Yeah. So, P.S. Do I get an invite at Meghan Markle? Yeah, whatever. I have to chuckle because by the time she was engaged, I think she had already shut down her social media. So who were you adding? Okay. And we know you weren't friends with her. You didn't even meet her, because you get pictures with every celebrity that you meet. Everyone. So Con Your Nation is over, but it just seems to be dribbles and drabs of more information that keeps coming out about it. So they're doing victory laps here. Okay, kudos. Do your victory lap. The first one, yeah, I'll go in the order that I put them because it's hilarious. So CNN, okay, I don't even know why we had to break this out like this, but 10 million Americans watched the coronation of Britain's King Charles III on TV. Most of them aged 55 and over. Duh. He does. Duh. So basically, young people were like, middle fingers up. I want to also say there were more Americans that watched a particular royal wedding that happened on May 19th, 2018. That was the king's son and an American that married. So, yeah. They can do victory laps if they want, but okay. Knowing how many Americans, yeah, 10 million is really not that much. So now we're seeing these headlines again. Don't know. Well, anyway, there's so much I could say, but I'll probably get. They wouldn't be pretty words, nice words, calm words. So Meghan and Harry disappointed King as he was relying on superstar status, says expert. The experts need to be named, but he was relying on superstar status. Firstly, you didn't want Meghan there from what all the headlines were saying prior to, but then you wanted headline superstar status. So then you can say she took over and overshadowed you, which they did do in a way, but it's so crazy how this is all going down. But anyway, he should have stuck to their Eurovision appearance. So not only did they go on American Idol, they also appeared on Eurovision. Are they going to break out in song and dance? Perhaps they're going to break out in song and dance. But maybe the American Idol and the Eurovision appearances are because they wind up getting their party on, at the big shindig after the fact. So I saw this before I started the live, and I cried. Royal family unleashed at the party for King Charles. Irony runs rampant with the web with AI. So this, yeah, some intelligence is not really intelligent. So I thought this was hilarious. So now I did say, the Highland Fling must have flung, because isn't that what they get into? That's like their big dancing, the Highland Fling, or yeah. Someone has a good personality. I didn't click, I just took the screenshot of this because I did a double take and was like, what? But yeah. And her in that pantsuit. Okay. Moving on. I'm sure you all are like falling out right now. So to bring everybody who is not aware up to speed, this gentleman was in the audience at the conurnation, and some took it upon themselves to say, the Rangers took it upon themselves to say it was Meghan in disguise, which that kind of blew my mind, and I didn't even want to address it because it's just disgusting. Like, she would have no need to be there. She said she wasn't coming. She meant it, and she wasn't there. So here's the person that was at the coronation, and Sir Carl Jenkins. Looked like people would have known who he was, but maybe he's a recluse and he just happened to get the invite and decided to show up, and nobody knew that it was him. But yeah, that was him. Now, who thought of putting Harry on a poll on the most liked or the favorite royal? I thought y'all didn't consider him royal anymore, but okay, you put him on a poll. And actually, Harry came out on top of everybody, even the king. Ooh. So the Express took it upon themselves to say that it was Prince Harry's fans flocked to the Express poll to crown him coronation favorite. No, we did not. I know I didn't. I don't know of many who did. So that is funny to me. Y'all really put a poll. You put him out there. I guess you expected King C3 to come out on top, but you should have known better. And why set him up for failure? You always, the PR angle just never, ever works over there. And they really should fire whoever comes up with these stupid ass ideas. So, this one I thought was a little bit, it is truly a war of the whales going on over there. So King Charles, sick of Queen Camilla complaining about Prince Harry's presence at coronation. He finds her behavior disrespectful. I was like, okay. Okay to okay, printing this. Like, say what? I'm like, is there trouble? There's trouble within the individual households. The one we know about, we're not, they can't talk about it. But I guess it's thrown out here. Like, why would she be complaining about his presence? He wasn't even near you, tell you the truth. So why were you? I guess you wanted him to come kiss your ring, Camilla. No, that was not going to happen, dear consort. But I just this is not a good look. It makes this is just not a good look. Again, PR. Be mindful of what is stated. Like, if you're going to leak it, at least make sure you have it set up. This is what it should say. Okay, they create the news. They don't report it, per Meghan, right? Told the truth on that. Yeah. Here's another one, Daily Beast. King Charles and Prince William want distance from Harry and Meghan. They're starting this shit again. So let me take the banner down so you can see that this was as of today. There's plenty of space. There's a whole ocean of space between KC3 space and Harry. Lots of space. lots and lots of space. Is there really a need for an article? And I don't even think it's them that want the space. Now they really want him back. But you know how it goes. You know how it goes. Always gotta do the. Oh, there's some angry. They're very angry people. Pathetic, actually. To sit on top of the world in a sense, and yet really want someone to be miserable, like your own family member to be miserable. Tough. He's not going to be miserable. As I said, was that yesterday about the flavor food? Yeah. You all know. They wish they could, but they never will. All right. Now, this Royal Rhoda got some karma. It hasn't made it to him yet. It's coming though. Meghan Markle may rue her foolish decision to miss the coronation while Harry's attendance is a ceasefire in war between the Sussexes and royals. Now, this is going back to April, but no. She won't rue the day and she won't regret it. I still want to see pictures of Archie's birthday party. Okay, so I'm sure they do too, but nevertheless. Yeah, I'm just waiting for Ari to get his comings up. This next one, AL is getting hers. She's being called out. So, let's see. Mainstream royal pundits amplify coordinated hate campaign against Meghan Markle. And then it basically said that AL, Angela Levin, that's the name that's shown highlighted, follows 19 hate accounts on the Bird app. And she retweets and she responds and she does all this stuff. So, the one that's always crying because she just misses Harry and he looks so miserable. No, Harry don't look miserable at all. I don't know what you all are expecting. I see why he had such a stern face while he's in the UK, when he was with Meghan. He had to look out for all the darts and bullets and knives and eggs and everything else you all were throwing. So, I did see this yesterday, so I saved it. And she was so proud of herself. I'm off to do an ITV production about Harry and Meghan. Should be fun. And then no one should demand action from King Charles towards Harry. He's his son. If H doesn't realize that his vile accusations won't bring warmth and apology, he's in a bad state and will fall apart when Meghan moves on. He's lost friends and family will be all he's got. Very sad. So, I hate to tell you, AL, he has friends. And yeah, they've lost friends, but those people you can't really consider friends because they talk to people like you and took money to say stupid, silly stuff. So we keep seeing him bike riding with friends that are visiting him in Montecito. So don't think he's lost too many of his very close-knit friends. So, someone put this back out to her. So, if you remember the tweet that is shown, the screenshot from June 6th, when she did an emu. So there was this other Rhoda who waxed poet about Archie's shower and how elaborate it was and blah, 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 blah. The person had all the details wrong and they had it for the wrong day. So here AL was saying on June 6th, very private, Meghan tells the world her baby is due on Thursday. The date Prince Philip would have been 100. What's different between this baby and her first birth that now makes her so open about the date? So, I don't remember seeing a specific date, but we all know that Lilybeth was born June 4th. So while she came out and she had posted that, it was shortly thereafter that the announcement came out that Meghan had given birth to a healthy baby girl and this is her name and blah, blah. And then all hell broke loose about the name. But yeah. It is true. We need to call them on their being reliable sources because they're anything but reliable. So yeah. Um, Many of you know that the last few days have been kind of wonky when it comes to the road of what day isn't wonky. But on Sunday, Megan was spied, and I'll say it that way, spied wearing a watch while she walked with friends, hiked, whatever you want to call it. I guess she's not allowed to wear a watch, but it's just like, Meghan Markle wears Princess Diana's Cartier watch on a hike with friends. Number one, number one, number one, number one. It is now Meghan's watch. There was jewelry given to both Space and Harry and for their respective wives when they married. And so anything that Diana wore that now Meghan may wear, and we know the blue aqua ring that she had on the wedding day for their party, that was Diana's. That was one of Diana's FU gifts to Charles after their divorce. But yeah. So Emu jumps out there and is like, and of course, I too always wear Princess Diana's gold Cartier tank watch worth 40,000 when I go hiking. Always get the gems out when the hiking boots. So, however much, they always hike up the price. But at first, I was like, where is this all coming from? Like, who started this? Of course, TMZ. And there she is, like. You zoomed in on her wrist to see what she was wearing. I'm sure they've already priced out her entire outfit, but to make a deal like she takes a hike without Harry. Harry had just arrived home after literally 24 hours on a plane to go to UK and immediately fly back. So yeah, she is allowed to walk without her husband. I don't get that whole like you think they're attached at the hip, but since people are making such a big to-do over a watch that she wears when she goes walking, and she has several Cartier watches, one she bought for herself that she said she would gift to a daughter when she had a daughter. There was a third watch and then the one from Diana. So okay, but it's Meghan's watch, so stop saying that she's wearing Diana's watch. I'm just saying. But we never hear any word about this one wearing, let's say it, Diana's ring, engagement ring, while she plays in dirt, pretending like she's potting a plant. And that ring allegedly is more than the watch. So we never hear of anything like that. It's always like, oh, isn't she awesome? Isn't she wonderful? Look at her. But what got me is this picture that I saw, and I had to laugh. Just look at the hand. Number one, you're down in the water scuba diving. Now, the dead giveaway is that head of space. So, okay. Because at first I was like, how do they know? But then I looked at her hand and I'm like, why are you holding up that hand like that? Like, you just had to show your ring. But if she could scuba dive and dig in dirt, why can't Meghan wear a watch on a walk? Especially, you dress like this, my lord. I hear banjos. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah, just okay. So my last few items, and hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. So these next items we see there was some awards given, and one was given to a man. We see how the headlines write these things. One was truthful and one was not so truthful. They glammed it up. So the Prince of Wales held investitures at Windsor Castle today. Among the recipients was Jason Knopf, former chief executive of the Royal Foundation, who was made a lieutenant of the Royal Victorian Order. For those that know that Jason Knopf, yes, was their chief. He was their head of staff at one point, and then they moved him over to the Royal Foundation. All this while he, as this headline says, Prince William presents top honor to royal aide who called Meghan Markle a bully. Don't they just look so happy together? Look at them smiles. Look at the look of love on their faces. Okay. Just soak it in all. Just soak it in. Again, when these tabloids do certain things, they don't help them. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Or is it just me? Is it me? Oh, okay. Maybe it's just me. It's just my opinion. Okay. Um, this is from 2005. 2005. Let's take into account how old Harry would have been. Okay. I'm not even sure why someone put this out, but I guess, they're trying to say Harry's got an issue. But if I heard of him having, a girl from Zimbabwe, yes, I would have believed that it was not a blonde hair girl. So, but yeah, she's not black or anything, Prince Harry, when asked about his Zimbabwean roots of his girlfriend, but whatever. Yeah, I'm kind of glad that the media chased, but I don't think she would have ever been a wife of his. And I want to round this out and just say prayers are with the person that was hit by Ford Escape's motorcade. So there's an 80-year-old woman in the hospital fighting for her life. She was hit by the motorcade that was taking the Duchess of Edinburgh to some engagement. And I think the last time a motorcade had hit someone, I think it was Cosplay's motorcade had hit someone. So at first they were like, oh, well, she wasn't directly involved, but from my understanding, she might have been, the Duchess of Edinburgh might have been in the car as it. Now, with the motorcade, there's several police cars, motorcycles, all that. And this poor 80-year-old woman crossing the street got plowed. So hopefully she's okay. If anybody sees any updates, again, I really do hope this woman survives and that the royal family gives more than thoughts and prayers. Okay. All right. Let me jump into your comments and then I will be, ending the trash time. Let me see. Yes, Ford Escape. All right, let me go up and then see. Where did I start? Hey, Allie, how are you? Oh my. Elaine. Wow. Wow, you're so sweet. Let me see. Marshar, that's the point. Harry's fans wouldn't read the Express in the first place. Thank you. Because I was like, Harry's fan. That's the only reason I took that screenshot, because I'm like, oh, they're trying to say we were all over there clicking that. No, we were not. Just the opposite. I didn't even look at that. I didn't even look at it closely. I saw Harry with this large 68% or whatever it was, and I was like, oh, go Harry. Oh, that's funny. Too funny. Elaine, thank you for the super sticker. This is for you. Ooh, I got to get to the right spot. Oh my gosh, where am I? I'm on the wrong screen. Hold on. I'm getting there. You're making it rain down on me. Ooh. Thank you. So appreciate it. Whew. Alrighty, let's see. Going back up. Gotta find my spot again. Let me see. Desperation in the Land of Tomorrow. Is there a Let me just make sure I'm not missing a doggone it. Oh, Elaine, thank you for 13 months. I see I had to go to the YouTube side because I saw a comment like, oh, thank you, son. Yeah. I really, StreamYard has got to catch up. Hey, Sam's. StreamYard has got to catch up with showing the highlighted messages because it doesn't, and it pisses me off because then I'll miss it. Let me see. Thank you, Sam, for running it in the background. Appreciate you. Where's Mrs. S? The jump off is finally finding out that she's still a jump off. Woo! I don't know why she thought any different. Okay, I'm gonna. It makes me nauseous even think of it. Oh my god! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Let me see. These people don't know what they want. They really don't. But yet they expect others to be, toe the line. Toe what line? You keep pulling it back and changing it, and making it a triangle, a square. Then it's a circle. And karma will knock those evil ones up. It's coming very quickly. Yeah, and I hope we're all here to see it. Let's see. Rachel, Daily Beast right-wing blog. Why are American right-wing supporting royals? Proof this is racism. No support for the American. Boom, boom. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. It is amazing. Lisa's like, can these people pick a lane and stay in it? First, he wants their superstar status, and now they want just exactly. And within a matter of like days or hours, minutes, seconds, it's they're telling themselves their rota is not helping them. I don't know why they think it would, but hey, Mrs. S, that bobblehead doll has no life, so live through the Sussexes. Yeah, I guess. Woo! I'm just gonna leave it alone. Hey, Rosa, how are you? Good to see you. Let's see. Mrs. S, true friends don't run when you make decisions for yourself. Exactly. And they will understand when you come down for some substance and run back up to the room. They'll understand. If the one that's grabbed your heart now, she grabbed his heart before she even met him. But okay. Because as he said, she smashed the conveyor belt. Okay. There's just faces with him traveling the world. There's always lots of faces. He said there had been maybe 6? Was it 6 the number that had made him pause? But then she smashed that conveyor belt. And he hadn't even met her yet. Woo. Midwife, due date and birthday aren't always the same. Well, hello. And they never gave exact dates with Archie. Remember they just said summer, I believe it was, or was it spring? And we were all losing sleep over it. And I think they said the same for Lilibet. It's summer. So, of course, we're all like, oh, come on. Give us something better than that. At least round it to a month. We're not all, even looking for our phones, even though they were in the U.S., but still. Judy, she sounded like she wanted to hump him. She probably did, but she only had 15 minutes with him and turned it into a book. And of course, he was pissed, and he made a note of that. And she'll never have any time. Yeah. Church and ladies, people are seriously unhinged. They really are. Marsha, Megan already had her own Cartier watch. Yes, she did. But, they're not going to make a big deal. I think once they tried to, and everybody in squad was like, that's hers. She had it before she even met Harry, and it was on the TIG. You all said you follow the TIG, and she spoke about it, and da-da-da-da. But, who are we? I'm kind of patiently waiting, and that's been my secret hope that there's a TIG 2.0 soon. Yes, okay. Especially now that she's under William Morris management. Wouldn't that be awesome? Speaking of jewelry, the fact that, as you call him, sausage fingers, had to touch the ring and they didn't dare put this sacred ring on his finger because it might have gotten stuck. I don't think it would have crossed over like the first knuckle on his finger, but hey, it's just man. I just had to mention it. Okay, moving on. Lorna, but Megan has more than one Cartier tank. Yeah, how would they? She has, from what I understand, a gold. She has a two-tone. She has a silver. So I need them to get their lives together. And it's a watch. People wear watches when they walk or go on a hike. It just bothers them that it's a Cartier. Come on now. They're rich. She had money before she even met Harry. Thankfully, she didn't run through it all, but okay. Woo! Mrs. Sis was wearing high end before she met Harry. There you go. What gets me is this is a Rhoda that was talking about this $40,000 watch. Oh my gosh. That claims that she was a fan of the TIG. Well, if she was, she would know that, Megan already had these watches, but you want to make a big deal. Oh, it's Diana's. Diana would be like, kudos. Okay. Chosen one, how are you? So what's wrong with her wearing her watch? These people are so pathetic. They really are. But they want to invoke, oh my gosh, she's wearing Diana's jewelry. She's going to ruin it. I need them to focus on what was it, $80 million of crown jewels or something are missing? And nobody's even trying to look for that or to speak on it, from my understanding. I think that's the number. And it might be higher than that. Let me see. Hey, Kim, how are you? I'm just scrolling through. Hey, Ruth. Tear. Megan can wear whatever she wants and whenever she wants. It's none of their business. Exactly. She was out minding her business, but the Paps just couldn't help themselves. Yeah. And TMZ, I'm like, get a life already. They are everywhere. Oof. It's just creepy, but they are everywhere. Church in LA, Little House on the Prairie dresses Lord, and they are the new Fab Four. Woo! Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, it gives you the that one particular sect, religious sect out in the West. It kind of gives me those vibes, but then it gives you, Hunger Games vibes too. Chosen. Megan could have had many more of Diana's treasures, but Baldy's forced Howard to give him to Clueless. Wow. The fact that he wanted, like, he took the engagement ring, I'm kind of glad. Let that juju stick where it needs to. The stalker deserves every bit of the juju that was on that ring. That Charles didn't even pick, Diana picked for herself. So anyway. But always watch her jazz hands, because no matter how she stands, obviously swims, digs dirt, she's going to make sure you see that ring. Got to see that ring. This is how people identify that it's me. Got to see my ring. Now, the funny thing is, I wonder if she would have to give that ring up if something should happen between them. I'm just hypothesizing here, because I think she would lose her mind if she didn't have that ring for her hands when she's out in public and doing all her, jazzy moves, as y'all like to say. Whoa. When then Jason must have get. Okay, y'all can read the rest. Okay, let me move on through these comments because I can see. Is that what it is? Keep your enemies close. Oh, they are more than enemies. I love the one you're with. Okay. I need to get off of here because I see that it's coming and y'all have started it. So, yes, Ford Escape. She's an Escape now. She's moved up, right? Okay. That family of the woman needs to sue them. Whatever happened to the person that was hit, when Philip was in that accident, as he plowed across the Royal Road, coming off the Royal property and was going on to, and it crossed the public road and he hit. Yeah, but I always wonder what happened to the person. I wonder if there was a little payoff, which should have been, but the same should happen now, as well as to the people that were injured in the one that cosplays hit. She has a broken hip, and at her age, that is some serious stuff to have a broken hip. I really do hope that she will be okay. Marshall, the curses on Sophie's flathead. She wanted that Duchess title, so she's getting that. Woo, jeez. Chosen one, Royal Award for Lie, and much, much more. All right, I'm getting off. You know what? I thank you all for joining. Yes, I do need to. I need to. I love you all. I hope I haven't missed too much. But yeah, I'm gonna say goodbye right now because yeah, I got a situation going on in the kitchen I can hear, and I'm like, ooh, Lord. But thank you all. I hope I haven't missed any other donation. If I have, I'll give you a shout out on Sussex Saturday. But I love you all, and for my own safety, I need to get off because I'm about ready to cut all the way up. No. And I'm not going to do that to y'all or myself. So please be safe out there. Please wear your mask when you need to. And I'll see and talk to you all because I'm sure we'll be in some YouTube hauls together and channels and all that fun stuff. So please take care. Bye, everybody.